we
Just
go.
do the 5, 4, 3, and then the last 2 and 1 in your head, and that's when you'll do it.
5, 4, 3, 1 in the head.
One in the head.
Don't say it. You just think it.
Oh shit! You know what? Actually, I should probably grab some water.
Alright, we are recording. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the Twitch as well. Might as well, right? You got anything, Jake, Mike?
So far to talk
Exciting
about, I think
weekend,
NFTs are going to be the big hit right now.
Oh yeah.
Talking NFTs is freaking everything. There's so much money going in NFTs right now. It's insane. Absolutely freaking insane. It's almost like all that money that was burned from the ETH change 1559. Man, that's like more than $500,000. We could have bought some really nice. Well, we could have bought one really nice. No, it was $500 million, not $500 million. $675 million has been burned since 1559. And all those NFTs, man, we could have bought some NFTs with that.
I contributed. I actually last week tried to bid on something that failed, and I lost 0.019 Ethereum. It was just gone forever. Got nothing for that.
Ouch.
But you know, that's ETH. I hear people saying all the time, like bitching, like, oh, ETH's too expensive, it's only going to be for the rich people, it's going to fail. But like, dude, if it works for rich people, it's not going to fail. You know, it's still going to work. It's just only a certain percentage of the population is going to use it, but that percentage of the population isn't disappearing.
Exactly. Yep. It's I'm kind of, I don't know if flabbergasted is the right word, even though it's a pretty big word and it means crazy. Is just the gargantuan sums of money that people are throwing on simple digital. I mean, yes, it's unique, but it's still simple digital art. I guess it's just that in the past, you know, you could buy with Sotheby's, you could do these kinds of things, but the quote unquote normies like us, the people who don't have as millions of dollars, couldn't really participate at Sotheby's or any of those big auction places because they just weren't. You'd have to go there, you have to be there, you have to have $1 million just to get in the door, kind of thing. Whereas
is
now
that the car auction?
No, Sotheby's auctions
Jackson.
anything. Yeah, they auction literally anything, but mostly art. And then they can get to OpenSea. If you get to OpenSea, you can buy it. Now, granted, you have to have some ETH, but it's just it's some kind of freaking craziness that's going on, and it also makes me wonder who is actually buying. Is it just a couple of people who are paying these thousands and thousands of ETH to buy these things, or is it just a bunch of, or are there really a whole lot of people out there buying?
There's a lot of people who bought ETH when it was like sub $50, and if they just sat on it for a couple years, three years, I think ETH was $42 like 2.5 years ago. So if you just bought $1,500 worth of ETH back then and then waited till now, gas prices aren't that big of a deal. But if you're like, I want to buy that NFT, let me convert my USD to Ethereum, and then I'll buy with Ethereum, they're like, oh my god, the $3 NFT has an $80 gas fee. Just ridiculous. Oh my god, the past 2 weeks, I've collected some outlandish screenshots of gas fees. I got one gas fee that was for a fast transaction, but like normal fast. I didn't screw with the metrics, and they wanted like 1.1 Ethereum.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's why I do everything with BNB, man. I'm so done with Ethereum, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going away. I think institutions are definitely going to use it. There's a certain group in the financial institutions that don't care about money. Like, what's it cost? It doesn't matter. They'll still do it.
Yep.
Then you got Solana coming up. What's the big buzz about Solana? I haven't really been following it.
I have not heard anything about it.
Bro, but it's in the top 10, man. Like, it just came out of nowhere.
Dude, there's a couple guys I know who were talking about oh, you should get it. It's great. When it was like $5, and I was like, that's cool. You know, I'm not. I mean, it's like I don't know about it. I don't have enough time in the day, like learning new crypto. And I just keep watching it. $20, $40, like almost 100.
It's $140 right now, bro.
It's 140.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I am so happy for all the bag holders who got it early.
Yep.
Did you invite Liquid Metal to the chat here?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we're just chilling, bro. Just bring everybody you want.
Well, I'm asking if you did. He's been hyping it for a while.
Who was that?
Liquid Metal?
Liquid. I don't know who Liquid Metal is.
Might have his name on the back, but I think that's it.
You should ping him, Vincent. And also, what's up?
What's going on?
Yeah, how's it going, Vincent?
I gotta, somebody's coming, it's gonna buy something from me, so I'm gonna vanish for a while.
Cool.
Oh, doing that back alley crypto exchange swap. I see.
A little side hustle here.
What?
A little side hustle.
Yeah, hey, do what you gotta do, man. Make that money, man.
Yeah, just clearing up shit around the house. Anyway, I'll be back in a little while.
Hey, sounds good.
Cool, man. But yeah, so Solano, pretty much the gist I've got is it's full proof of stake, and it's just a better version of Ethereum.
But there's no projects out on it yet, right?
I wouldn't know one way or the other. I still haven't. It's funny because it's like when it's really cheap and I don't have the time. I'm like, I don't have the time. And now that it's really expensive, I'm like, I don't have the time, and I know I don't have the money at those prices. So it's like I'm less incentivized to learn about it the more expensive it is.
Yeah.
Not to talk shit on it. It's just, you know, there's only so many brain cells and only so many seconds in the day to spend on things.
Yeah, I agree.
You got into Dynamo, you got into Raven, and you probably Filecoin and other 50 different other coins. You're like, okay, what's this next coin?
It's not even that. It's like I've reached the threshold where it's like, oh shit, yeah, there's life under the sun. It's like I'm not. Yeah. That time got more precious to me.
Yeah, but
hi, Sean.
Speaking of Dynamo, obviously we have Sean in here.
Guess he's here, but he's not talking.
Hold on, there we go. Sorry, I was muted. Yep. Still working on this swaps.
How's Dynamo going? I actually kind of a lot on my plate the past few weeks, so I haven't been keeping up with the development.
So I'm working on these swaps. Just at the very last bit of it, I finished everything and was I was just doing some stress testing, and the swap that sends the wrap dynamo, when you send it in, it sends out the dynamo. It was fine, but it was using the Bitcoin RPC to do the send out of the wallet, and sometimes because it's single threaded, that was bogging down and locking the wallet and doing bad things. So I'm right in the middle of recoding that.
When you say it's single threaded, do you mean that it'll only take one thread of the machine's potential to do the task?
Yeah, all of the wallet RPCs have this global lock object that like ensures the wallet integrity, I guess you would say. So you don't double spend and do weird stuff. So if you make two calls at the same time with the send transaction, it locks the first one, and then the wallet just gets all plunged up. So. Yeah, so I'm just gonna prepare a raw transaction directly and submit it by the send raw transaction, which has nothing to do with the wallet. So. Yeah, good, clean fun.
Win NFT. I'm still waiting. I'm still over here.
Yes. As soon as I get this, swap thing done, then I'm gonna do several videos, hopefully tonight.
Nice.
To demonstrate the swap, to demonstrate the NFTs, to demonstrate backing, like a lot of questions about backing up the wallet and all kinds of bullshit. Yep, I'm gonna post a whole bunch of those.
How's it going with the storage angle?
I haven't done anything on that yet. Probably won't look at that until after we get the game going, because the game is really, I think, our main use case right now.
Oh, what's the game?
Oh, we're doing a
Oh, bro, this is awesome.
Yeah, we're doing
tell me more about this game.
Yeah, it's a play to earn game. So you acquire mainnet Dynamo tokens. The mainnet token is the native currency, and from those tokens you can buy characters that you play in the game, and all of those purchases go into a community pot, and then you can also buy premium land. So you get this kind of starter level where your characters live, but then you can buy premium levels, and that will fund the development, and that will also go into the community pot. And then all of the money that's accumulated in the community pot each day is distributed out to the players the next day through redemption of tokens that they gather when you win a combat. So you play against the computer, or you play against other players, and you collect up these tokens, and then you can redeem your tokens the next day for
what kind of combat?
It's turn-based. Think like Final Fantasy VII, or Pokemon.
Can you screen share?
Screen share what?
Can you screen share some of the screenshots that you have?
I have. Well, everything's posted in Discord. The samples. I don't know if I can.
I'll check that out. So the game's not live yet, right?
No. There's a proof of concept, executable that I've posted on itch.io that will just do. It's just a tech demo, right? Just shows an idea about what some starter characters look like and what the land looks like, and then there's a bunch of little snippets of different ideas that we have. It's more storyboarding than anything else.
Oh,
so
cool.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you guys? It's called a remote LAN party.
Remote LAN party. What's that?
Like you never heard of a LAN party? Like when you
Sure.
go, like everyone with their own computers, like shows up in the central pit.
Yeah.
Isn't a remote LAN party basically an MMO?
Oh yeah, right. I'm like, right, what's a remote LAN party? I think the whole point is, right?
Yeah. We
Are
should
you like
definitely
VPN,
do one of
you
those.
like VPN into the LAN? Is that how you do it?
There you go. Yeah, you could do that.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
LAN parties were when we didn't have fast internet. Everybody went to the same house so that you could have the fast networking connection.
Yeah.
Still thought it was funny when we were doing LAN parties. Like, everybody's got DSL now, and people are like, "Yeah, it's only 5 megabits. It's not fast enough." Okay. But now it's at the point where you can have a gigabit or 2 gigabits or 5 gigabits if you're willing to pay for it. What do you need a LAN for anymore?
Yeah, definitely not.
Heck, Wi-Fi could be faster than old LAN speeds.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's about where we're at. I'm knee deep in putting this swap into production, because that will give us a lot of liquidity from Binance Smart Chain. So yeah.
Cool. So it's like the one from before?
It is.
Or was the one from before just pure synthetic?
That was completely synthetic, right? That was not backed by mainnet directly. This is a swap that's fully automated and is initiated from the wallet. So using the web wallet, you can swap Dynamo for Wrap Dynamo, and swap Wrap Dynamo for Dynamo, and it's all automatic. Happens. I don't know. I do like 3 block confirmations just to avoid any issues with forks. But it takes like a minute, let's say.
Okay. Yeah, and they're 15-second blocks, right?
Yep. Yeah.
That's not bad.
So it'll give the liquidity to the non-U.S. Players, which really this is targeted initially towards the Philippines, because that's where there's wide adoption of crypto blades and Axie Infinity. So they're already familiar with this whole model and all the mechanics around it, and they have all set up around Binance Smart Chain and using tokens. So they're completely familiar with that whole workflow. That's why we wanted to facilitate them getting into the game.
That's cool. Yeah, I feel like not enough gamers realize that there's games out there that already have crypto built into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I like Gala
definitely
games.
excited.
Kind of help. I got into Gala games really early on, so help promote them when they first getting started. I do like the fact that their whole game is run in the browser instead of having to download a client to use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's always a plus.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem is with that, you get really shitty graphics, which I don't know if people care or not. The differentiator for this will be that it won't be shitty graphics. But I don't know if that's going to be enough, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. For me, it's a question of ease of play. I mean, I played World of Warcraft since it came out, and it's a fun game, but you've got to download a lot of data. 72. No, I think it's 90 gigs now is the total game. That's pretty big, and then someone's got to maintain that. So, and they got to have separate servers, not on the blockchain. Maybe eventually we'll get to the point where everything's on the blockchain, but right now it's not.
Yeah, it's really hard too because you have, just because of the way consensus is, you're going to have some amount of indeterminate data always, which, is going to make it be slow, right? So if everything you do, even if it's 15 seconds, takes 15 seconds to confirm, like, that game is going to suck. So it's really hard to put a game on the board.
Well, I mean, if you're right, if the game itself, every single transaction of the game, like literally every action of the game, I don't think that it may not ever work that way. I mean, maybe in the distant future when we have like, quantum computing doing the transactional stuff, but at the moment it's just not quick enough to really make it real time for humans. Yeah. But the only thing that is practical is when you're talking about, like you're saying, exchange of the tokens. Everything goes in the pool and then it gets distributed later. That's fine because it's just a currency within the game, and that's what Gala is doing. The only way you get paid is by submitting functionality. But there's just basically get the highest score every week, and if you score the highest, you get the highest payout. Mm-hmm. That's how you get paid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool.
Not real live action. I don't know. That sounds nigh to impossible right now.
Yeah. Yep.
I saw one first-person shooter game where it's like a battle royale, and to play you have to put up some crypto, and then first and second place get a percentage of the bag.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So is it like PUBG or like Fortnite?
More like Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike.
From what I saw. Yeah.
That incentivize you, because that's always true, right? I mean, at least with Gala Games Farmville thing that they do, or is it Townstar? It's good. You can make money even if you get like 1,000th place. It's not much. You might get 10 tokens, but it's something. Basically, you just got to play the game. But when people realize they can get anything, then literally the last time I went into Townstar, there was almost no room left to play. The entire map was full. That's great. It just means that 10,000 people or whatever their limit is are playing. And if you don't get in within the first 3 hours the game starts up, you're not getting a space.
Wow.
This is kind of cool. So I was just looking at play-to-earn.net, looking at all the different games that are on blockchain or POS. There's what is this? Legend of Fantasy War, Meadowlands, Forest Knights, Axie Infinities, Division Network, Dungeon Universe, Elementos, Game of Blocks, Pet Games, Forgotten Chain, Killa Coliseum, Mirai Universe, Farmer's World, Cryptopia Land, Devinkin, Crypto Beast, NBA Top Shot,
NBA Top Shot.
You got Pocoland, Plant vs. Undead. Hey, isn't that an OG game? Plant vs. Undead?
Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah.
TV is,
So now they moved it over to blockchain? They moved it over to the BNB chain. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Then you got Coin Games, Step Hero, Kurai Metaverse, War Riders, Cryptonam, Hero Fi, The Sandbox. I haven't heard much about the Sandbox, but it's supposed to be open world, virtual world on the Ethereum network minigame. Tamadroid, Decentraland. Of course, Decentraland. I think Jake, you had experience in that, right?
Yep. Been there many times.
Fun times.
Crypto Raiders, Reward Hunters, X World Games, Crypto Zune, Binimon. What is Binimon? That's on question. They don't even know.
That's
What's the
vaporware.
website again?
Yeah, Binmon. That's vaporware. They're talking about building something, but they're a few months off. Yeah.
That's why there's a question mark on which chain they're even going to use.
Yeah, I think it's a BEP20, but they don't. They don't have a mainnet yet, so I don't know. Yeah.
So why would
I think
they
it's
even,
more.
So it's one of those things. Why would they even put it on here, right?
Yeah. Well,
No, dude, the more names you got, the better your website.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Monster Infinity.
Jump in on that website.
Yeah. It's play-to-earn.net. Yeah.
They probably charge for a listing or something.
They probably do. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken Derby, Mobox, DeFi Warrior, Realm, Block Monsters, Star Atlas, Pharaohland, My DeFi Pet, Mooney NFT, Mist. Oh, Mist. What? No, this ain't Mist, is it? Action, DeFi, MMORPG, collect NFTs, battle epic monsters, and explore. Mist. Wow. Is this the Mist that's on Steam?
Can't be.
I'm gonna open it up, check it out here. I want to see what's going on here.
Yeah, they're copying CoinMarketCap. They're just.
What's up, Metaslack?
How you guys doing? Are you talking about
Pretty
video
good,
games?
man. Yeah, video games that are built on blockchains or somehow incorporate blockchains into it.
Have you already talked about the Gala games?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Well,
I've
I've been talking about that because I've been involved with it since it started.
Cool. Very cool.
Are you the same Metaslack who's working on the Raven mobile wallet?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that is awesome.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Way needed.
Coming right along.
Oh yeah, I was watching you guys when you guys were live streaming that one day. I was on my lunch break and I said, I'm just gonna jump into Discord and see what's going on. Metaslack, they're developing something here with Ravencoin. Let's check it out. And I looked at it, I go, wow, this is awesome. So
Yeah.
you guys should do more of that. How come you guys didn't do more of that?
Hey,
You mean more of the live streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll do some more.
dude, can I put in a request for the wallet?
Yeah, what's the request?
I would love, instead of sending to an address, if I could send to an ownership asset or a unique asset, that would be amazing. So instead of people saying whatever my Raven address is, they were like send Raven or send asset to Mike, because I got the Mike asset, and it would just go to me. That would mean the world. So all you'd have to do is, like, if someone inputs a name, all you gotta do is just run it against the database of admin assets or unique subs, and then if there's a match, send it to that address. That would be a huge game changer and like really increase the value of assets as far as like user identities.
Yeah, that's a cool idea. I like
No one's doing it, man.
it. Smart.
Great ideas coming out of this chat. That's what we're going for.
Yeah, that's the idea, man. What else? Actually, speaking of Ravencoin, Mike, you were actually moderating last week's devs meeting, right? What came out of that?
A lot of stuff going on A lot of exchanges opening up for assets.
Coinbase?
Oh, they just, yeah. No, I don't know what Coinbase. At this point, Coinbase is such a tease, like, I don't even care. But, yeah, they just signed for the audit, the last audit they need for the update. That's pretty cool.
Nice. You're talking about the Rosetta code or whatever it's called? I forgot what it was.
No. There's just a lot of code updates, including P2SH. They already had an audit for P2SH and like that passed.
Yeah.
But they were doing all these other, code repairs, modifications, enhancements, whatever.
So there was
those officially are getting audited now.
There was a little discussion about P-Raven there that I didn't quite understand. I was going back and forth. Something about that. So it sounds like the only issue with P-Raven is that the people that host the P pool, the P pool, they want liquidity in order to activate, I guess, that.
Oh, you mean for Raven Trader?
For Raven Trader, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know. It's like they're trying to reinvent the wheel when all you want at the end of the day is this stablecoin on Raven, where one stablecoin equals $1, and you need a centralized source for that. So if there was like a credit union, or even the same bank that the Ravencoin Foundation banks with in Wyoming, if they were like, yeah, you can send us USD and we'll issue this on chain, and then you can send one of these, KYC, and if you send, the dollar stablecoin back, we'll give you $1 or something like that. That would be cool. They're trying to just like make it really complicated, with money jumping around, and it's like all you really need is just a fucking gift card for one USD on the Ravencoin chain, and it's, I don't know, but if people want it, just because I don't see a use for it doesn't mean it's gonna like destroy the chain.
Well, Kraken brick and mortar Kraken Bank is supposed to be opening up pretty soon, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, they can. Hopefully soon. I mean, it's been a while, but. Yeah. Not Metastax, you're not ignoring, man. Yeah, just hang out. Yeah, we're just hanging out, Meta. We're just hanging out and chatting, buddy.
Cool.
I just read your message.
Yeah, I found it.
Cool.
So, let me just go back to that idea about sending it to the ownership asset.
Oh, yeah.
So the address that issued, that issued the transaction to make the ownership asset, it's that address that you'd want.
That address.
Okay.
Or a unique sub-address, because that's only going to be tied to one address.
Cool. Oh, I like that idea. I don't think that would be in kind of the MVP that we're making now, but I'll bring that up with the other guys and see what they think.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like too hard of a thing to do either, as far as like, breaking the wallet. So, it's definitely good add-on.
Cool.
So when do you guys think you're gonna release first open beta or closed beta?
That I don't know. I can give. I can tell you where we're at right now.
Cool.
So we built a back end to manage all the data, and then we built kind of I don't know, it's just not polished, but it's functional front end. And we're connecting the two. We've connected it. So at this point, we're kind of going through making sure everything's working according to, doing a lot of testing, making transactions on the testnet network, and refactoring anything that we find that needs to change a little bit. So we've got a little ways to go, but it's hard to estimate like, what else we're gonna find. But yeah.
Does it have to sync from the beginning?
It
Or
does not.
can it connect? Oh, thank God.
It uses an Electrum server, so we don't have to worry about that.
That's what's up. Oh man. So many headaches are gonna go away once this is out. I don't even care if it's like really slow.
I think it'll be okay, at least to start with. The MVP, we're just trying to make it functional, and then we'll optimize on it afterwards.
And it is open source, right?
Yep.
That's so cool. What a time to be alive.
Yeah. What'd you find on that mist? Is it the same one on Steam?
Oh, it's sorry about that. Let me double check here. So once again, it's on playtoearn.net. I'm gonna open that back up again. Mist. Number 45 down the list. And it is loading. It is on the BNB chain. It is an MMORPG. And I wish this can load up a little faster, but it's not. What is going on? Technical difficulties, yeah. I don't know. Now it seems like I don't have any kind of connection.
Oh, I just tried to go to their homepage, and it seems like it's just
Is it
not
down?
responding when I click on buttons.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
They must have a little problem with downtime.
Collect NFTs, battle epic monsters, and explore infinite immersive environments in this blockchain-based NFT action RPG built on the Mist NFT framework. The game universe connects to the Mist native token as the in-game currency, allowing you to farm and stake tokens to earn in and out of game rewards. Come dive into the Mist universe. Social score 1,249. I'm not sure what that means. It does. There are some images here. It does look okay. It is one of those, like what Sean was saying earlier. It's like an 8-bit kind of game, but at least it is open world. See, that's why I'm kind of excited about what Sean's pushing out, because that's like it's not. What's that one game called? Refresh my mind. The Roblox. I never got into that stuff. Never got into there.
You know what?
Got into the Roblox kind of game. In this whole Mist game, it kind of has those lower quality graphics to it. But if you see what Sean's pushing out with Dyna MMO, it is fire. High quality graphics, fire. You get to see blood, fire. I don't know. Is there blood in there? Blood. Give me some blood.
We don't have any special effects yet, but we could do it.
We need blood. I want to suck your blood.
I just found the gaming channel. Okay, I'm definitely gotta catch up on that.
I want to know when I get to stake my dynamo. That's what I want.
Okay.
That's what I'm waiting for.
That's after the game, after a couple months.
Okay.
Want to make we gotta have a lot of wallets too, otherwise it'll be too consolidating. You know, if you only have, I don't know, we've got less than 1,000 wallets right now, so.
Let's just make it one wallet. Make it mine. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Decentralized.
Well, here's the thing about mining currently right now. That's not resolved, and I understand that it is an open market. And I'm talking to you, Sean. It's an open market for Dynamo.
Good.
Anybody can come in and mine the network. But what's frustrating is when you get one player that does have a massive amount of rigs, a massive amount of hardware, and all they do is just split up into multiple wallets. So when you start looking at the top 5, literally 3 out of those 5 is the same person, just in different wallets. Yeah. Is there any way to, like, you can't even really do an IP block on that, right? Like one IP per person, because they can just change their VPN, right?
Yeah, and I'm not sure that we would want to. And the answer, increase liquidity, right? That's the right, because if more people want this coin because there's appreciation and there's the ability to earn playing the game, and there's arbitrage with Binance Smart Chain, and more more exchanges come on, well, then more people are going to want to mine it, right? And I don't think that's all that far off. So I think the answer is let's get more liquidity.
Okay, now let me ask you, in regards to, is there a burning feature built anywhere into Dynamo, into the Dynamo ecosystem?
There is the ability to burn tokens that are spent on executing smart contracts. Obviously, I haven't finished the development on smart contracts yet, so that wouldn't be implemented, but it is possible, and that would be something that we would vote, on chain. It would be similar to a 1559, EIP kind of thing, where you can say, so much percentage of the gas fees are burned instead of paid back to the mining.
But that's not something until like a few years down the road, then, right?
I don't think it's years. I think I need to get the smart contracts done to do the staking, and that's probably in the next 4 to 6 months. So, yeah, I think it's soon.
Right, but what? Okay. Okay.
About that increase in liquidity, you can only do that so far, right? Like, that doesn't solve that original problem long term, does it?
Well, increasing liquidity will bring more miners. I don't know how many more miners do we really need, right? Do we need 10,000? Probably not, but 500 would be nice, right? That's pretty decentralized and secure. And I don't think that would be all that much of a stretch if we can get a few $1,000s a day in liquidity. People can mine and profitably sell the coins without destroying the value. I think we could get into the hundreds of miners, pretty soon.
Oh, very cool.
But we gotta have a reason for people to want to acquire the coin, and that's what the game is gonna drive.
I love CBU mining. There's like maybe 2 other coins off the top of my head that I could CPU mine. And like just knowing that I got in on the CPU mine, regardless of the value, like that in itself is pretty cool. I keep telling my friends who game, I was like, you gotta just mine this coin. It's super easy, just for fun, and it is like, I'm not gonna pull teeth with them, but it just doesn't click yet, I guess. It is what it is.
Well, we gotta do some advertising too, right? We've done virtually no marketing, and we haven't had much to market yet either, right? We've got some cool ideas and some okay adoption, but with the game, there is something very concrete to put a bunch of money behind to make a bunch of noise, right? So I think that's gonna really put us on the map.
Like a compound commercial that would show how to mine as just like an average show, and also the commercial of the game and how the coin impacts the game. That would be a kick-ass commercial.
Yep.
It's like a 3-parter.
Yeah, we definitely gotta start doing some advertising. We just again we're a copy of Bitcoin with a different parameter and NFTs. It's not enough to. Right. It's not to really spend money on. So, yeah.
When do you think the game is going to go live?
Assuming we're gonna put out a demo in the next couple of days, as soon as I get this stupid swap thing done, and then we're gonna fundraise using the premium land sales, and I'm hoping to get $25,000 And as long as we get something on the order of that, then I'll hire a couple developers and we'll crank it out in a couple months, something like that. The first iteration, we're just going to use marketplace assets. I'm not going to try to, do a full AAA game because that could take a year. So we'll just, we'll just use marketplace assets and all kinds of, tooling that's already out there, and we'll crank out version 1. That's it.
So for the land sale, it's priced in Dynamo, right? Not USD.
Those are going to be priced in Dynamo, so it'll float. The characters I'm pricing in USD because if we do experience a sudden influx in demand and an increase in price, I don't want to price out the players who are primarily from developing world. So I want to I want to peg that cheap as an introductory thing.
Right.
For first 30 days, first 60 days, each player is one, something like that.
Just one?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but something that's affordable to developing world player basically. So, I don't know.
How much for the land?
No, I think we'll have different tiers, obviously. So there's a free tier that's the public housing version. It doesn't offer a whole lot of benefits, but you can have a few characters there and enjoy some of the basic mechanics. And then there will be upgraded land that has, like, say, a merchant house where you can do trading, or it might have a mine where you can get ores and those kinds of things, or more plots to plant crops on to get food. And so all those different things, maybe different combinations of things cost different amounts of Dynamo. So I don't know. I'm not sure. There's only so much Dynamo around right now too. We're not even at 500,000 yet, so we got to factor that in as well. But, yeah.
And will there be a third land group, or just the free and the premium?
Well, there'll be free land that you get when you create your account. And then there's premium land that has different variations, and there may be like 100 different types of plots or something like that.
Oh wow!
So is there in the near future, or I guess maybe next year? I'll ask for next year, Sean, for a Dynamo land.
Yeah, we talked about that on the last call.
Yeah.
And I'm just not sure how much engagement there's going to be.
What do you think, Jake? Because Jake has experience in Decentraland, or what is it? Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, Decentraland.
Yeah. Right. So you're talking about a Decentraland, but for Dynamo?
Yep.
Yeah. That would be great.
I mean, it's a lot of development. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at that. How do I put it? I keep thinking of what Blockchain Tiger did for Ravencoin. That Braveland thing was much better. I don't know if it's better suited or just better performance-wise. Because I mean, it uses its own client, whereas Decentraland's all in the browser, and it just performs better. Braveland does. So I don't know. Engine would probably be better than just using HTML3 or whatever. I guess it just depends. I have no idea. As far as my opinion of its performance and its look, I liked Braveland better. So I mean, if Sean wants to do something like that, or if we can do something like that, I just wouldn't go with the browser version. I mean, browser's great.
So this is what I envision. Imagine something like Braveland, where you just pretty much have an island. Obviously, an island's perfect. You don't need a massive amount of land. An island's perfectly fine, where everybody spawns at the same spawning point when you log in. Blink, and you use that for meetups. You have your own little conference hall right there. You do your meetups, or if you want to go to the NFT market, boom, you jump over there. It is a decentralized NFT market integrated into the Dynamo land. You go to that building, you enter in, you can see who's posted what. That's on on the billboard. It's like, okay, so NFT number 1 is selling for 10 Dynamo. Cool. I want to buy it. I can integrate right there. Everything's built in. Awesome. do my trade right there, and then check out. I like that. I like that idea. Or if you want to go battle, you can just jump into a another room that takes you directly to Dyna MMO. It's all built into Dynamo Land.
That's really hard to do using WebGL or even some of the Metal plugins, just because of the size of the assets. You have to. There's no way to store it. So if you've got a model that's one character model can be, I don't know, 40, 50 megabytes if it's animated into mesh. So it's just really not viable. You're gonna end up with a Minecraft-y looking kind of thing. Which that, in a browser. Of course, you can make a client that's in Unreal Engine or Unity or whatever, and that's gonna look kick-ass. But then you're back to doing a 10 gigabyte download. Yeah. I mean, I've written a couple MMOs. I've got some posted on itch.io. You can look at them. It's not that hard. There's tons of frameworks out there now that do all that kind of stuff, multiplayer, virtual chat. All that stuff is kind of templated now, so that's not really hard. But I'm just wondering how it would help adoption. Like, do people really like interacting in that land? Like, if you go there right now, how many people are going to be hanging out, chatting?
There's probably nobody in Braveland right now.
Yeah. So like, what has it really done for the coin? I don't know. Like, you just got to pick your battles, right? Like, how much time do you want to spend on something to make sure it's going to be useful?
It would probably, best way to go about it would be to have a large demand for it, which you can get from the game, or from whatever. But you wouldn't want to build it before there's real customer base.
Yeah.
That reps that. I was pretty much under the same impression that we were not going to go with that kind of interface. As much as it is interesting to buy land in a space and use it, if you have a practical application with the game, it would be enough. I don't think that we're really going to need, or I mean, that's my opinion, but that Dynamo's going to need, that framework to make all that available.
Mm-hmm.
In a sense, I was going to think that within a game you could potentially even have hangout space. You wouldn't necessarily need the fact that you have another purpose for going there, right? It's the game.
Yeah.
The game. Well, if you had a space within the game, then that works the same.
Yeah, it's usually like the trade hall or something. There's always some place in a city where everybody congregates, and Yep.
Auction house, trade hall, bank, something like that, where people tend to hang out and talk all day long because it's the thing that they're doing.
Yep.
And so you don't really need a separate space. Like, that's like if Decentraland had been that way, because I think their whole point was to make it look, there's all these different spaces where all these things could be going on, and that's true. There were things going on in Decentraland all the time, but you need more than just that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You need other things to do. And if you have other things to do, then it's a side. Oh, we can game or we can talk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or we can auction. Or we can
Yeah.
Something like that. There's lots of different options. You need 5 different things that people want to do on a regular basis.
Yeah.
It's the hub of activity.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting to if we get enough adoption from the turn-based combat thing. It would be interesting to turn that into a real-time MMO paradigm and have maybe 2 play modes or 2 different games or whatever. That would be something that would be pretty cool. And I've got a ton of technology already built from the MMOs that I put out before, so we could definitely just link it up with the mainnet coin to have in-game purchases and things like that. That would be interesting.
Yeah, those are. Sorry. I don't want to drop the ball here. I kind of wish I had some music playing in the background, but I don't know if anyone else is, but we were talking about this in the podcast earlier, how the NFTs were exploding. It seems like we had the initial rush of NFTs, when the markets went in April, and then that kind of died off for whatever reason, regulation and nations, going, hey, where's our taxes? And now we're having the second boom of NFTs market. And as Mike and John and I were talking about earlier, before almost anyone else got into the chat, was how even though 1559 has literally burned nearly $1 billion in Ethereum, granted Ethereum price has also gone up a lot, so but the NFTs, just the prices of NFTs are absolutely insane. People keep coming up with new and different, and it's not just Bored Ape Yacht Club or CryptoPunks, but other things are coming on the market all the time, and how much money people are just absolutely just throwing at this craze. And of course that has created a lot of trade on Ethereum, and even though 1559 was supposed to reduce that, the prices are still ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Didn't solve anything.
Or what was it, Mike? Where you were saying it was John, you were saying it was $125 or $150 or something just to trade?
140, I think it was for. You're talking about no? Yeah. Sorry, I thought we were talking about Solana. Yeah, I don't know. Let's check out ETH gas station. What is it?
Yeah.
It was 200 and something earlier today. It's,
God, that's insane. Imagine
I'm
that.
loving it as a miner, but
What's crazy is that if I want to swap my $30 in USDT, it's going to cost me $200. That's insane. Yeah. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. Slap yourself for that. That's stupid. That's why I don't want to do nothing with ETH. Forget about it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
We do my transactions are 9 cents on Binance Smart Chain.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. That's what I told these guys earlier. Is that I like Binance. I just wish these cryptos that are on Ethereum decide to at least integrate the ability to have Binance. But I would like that. Hey, what's Meta? Did you ever check out Zelcore Wallet's code? Remember I was telling you about that?
I did check out the wallet, but I never checked out the code, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do remember talking about it.
Meta, is there going to be an IPFS viewer in the wallet?
There will be. There will be.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
So we're going to have an IPFS viewer. And we want to build that out eventually to be pretty robust, but at the beginning it's just going to be very typical. If it encounters something that it doesn't know how to interpret, it's just going to let you download a file or something like that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I'm just looking up Zelcore's code right now.
Still there, John?
Sorry, what did I have?
No, I was talking to John.
What was that?
Okay, never mind. My bad.
We switched over from using React to using Dart and the Flutter framework.
Oh, okay.
And that meant we had to kind of do a lot of things ourselves, but all that kind of caught up by now to where we would have been. Actually, probably a little bit further than we would have been if we had gone just with the React framework.
Yeah, I hear Flutter's pretty good to build stuff.
Yeah, very intuitive and fast.
I'll have to check that out.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm so sorry for barging in. I apologize for the all. I just joined this Discord server, and that's why I'm the one responsible, right?
What's that?
I can't hear him.
You know, I'm just about because I have school tomorrow morning. Hey, is that a PFP from South Park?
It is.
Nice. I've been watching South Park ever since I was an age.
Nice. Yeah, good cartoon.
I remember that where Eric Cartman pooped on the teachers. That's pretty funny.
Right.
Oh, who is this? Are you Jake?
Yep, I'm Jake.
Nice to meet you, Jake. I'm Connor, also known as
Connor.
Slapface from Gaming.
Okay.
You can all call me Slapface from because that's my name.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so listen, I know the people, but the thousands that don't know, it's understatement to explain. Just look at me. Am I look great for the past? I am so happy to be talking. I mean, what was the point? How many people have we having here, guys?
There's like what, 7?
Hey, let me ask, are you the owner of the server? I don't know. I followed you on Twitch.
Awesome.
I'm glad you like my name. I named it on Twitch.
Cool.
If you also don't forget to follow me on Twitch because I have 6 followers right now, and I'm going to be watching every day, every game on Twitch. So look forward to that. So what are we going to talk about?
Well, this is Crypto Chill and Chat. We're primarily.
Here, why don't I play some no copyrighted music to help you guys out?
No, that would be that's fine. You don't have to do that.
It's fine. I found something that is not copyrighted. A copyright strike. It's called Alan Walker, Spectator by Alan Walker. I hope everyone looks right.
Alright guys, I'm gonna take that.
This is it's a good song, but it's really amazing.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Yeah, that was unexpected. We're expecting a random interruption.
That's what this is all about, but we'll see if he comes back.
So Sean, for the Rap Dynamo, you said when is that going to be ready by, approximately?
Uh-oh.
Did everybody leave?
Uh-oh, we lost him.
Everybody.
We lost
Sean
Sean.
because of the weird interruption.
Awesome.
That was, I guess that's what we get for opening it to the world and letting just anybody come in and say, hey, I'm here to promote my, yeah, we don't care, bye. I'm not trying to be mean, it's just, it's explicit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what other articles did you guys read?
That's a good question.
Probably, like I said, we primarily went with NFT stuff and Binance stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much what was all on there today.
Yeah. It's really the big stuff that's hitting. Like I said, I mentioned earlier with things we were talking about with regard to what was I thinking about exactly? I can't remember. Not just with Binance's.
Hey, big man's back. www. That's the kid from.
Yeah. Sorry, I banned him.
Okay, you got him. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, dude. Sorry. The Binance regulation stuff that was going on. is kind of a weird contrast, because Binance is still doing billions and billions of dollars a day in trade. So all the countries are just like, hey, you need to pay us, and Binance is like, you know what, the world wants this and you guys don't. And so Binance is kind of playing hardball with countries right now, and countries are doing the same back. But we're also talking, like I said before, with the NFT stuff. NFTs are blowing up, but at the same time they're blowing up, they're causing the cost of everything within Ethereum to also inflate. So,
yeah.
You guys know what Rakuten is?
No.
Rakuten. Here's an article I want to read here. Japanese Rakuten to relist XRP.
Did you say R-A-K-U-T-E-N? Rakuten?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I know what that is. Sorry, the way you pronounced it, I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, Japanese e-commerce company Rakuten has announced plans to relist XRP margin trading on its cryptocurrency exchange platform. Okay, I'm just going to leave it right there. Now, go ahead and let's talk about that. Let's think about that. What happened? What do you think happened?
With XRP?
Well, between Rakuten and XRP, like why? All of a sudden, why are we going to relist them?
I don't know. Could be any reason.
Okay, let's continue reading then. Rakuten's crypto arm discontinued services related to XRP on December 24th, 2 days after the SEC U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission announced its landmark lawsuit against Ripple's blockchain company and the XRP cryptocurrency. During that, Rakuten stated that they were unsure if XRP's liquidity could be secured, and also raised concerns about the XRP price stability in the light of the aforementioned legal battle. But now Rakuten has disclosed that it will resume XRP margin trading on its platform from September 8th, since the exchange has determined that the liquidity can be secured. Stable price delivery to customers is possible. Rakuten is certain of securing some amount of price liquidity on XRP margin trading and confirmed that potential deliveries of price stability to its XRP investors. Rakuten has stressed the importance of price stability and exit liquidity in leveraged derivative trading. Volatile price actions and low liquidity can contribute to huge losses for customers betting on the asset. However, the exchange has guaranteed to halt the XRP margin trading again if the cryptocurrency does not perform its trading as expected. Awesome.
I don't know how they could say price stability. Like, I mean, Ripple has been from like 24 cents to $2 to, I mean, it's all over the map, right? Like,
yeah, what is it right now? Right now, XRP is $1.29.
Yeah. They're waiting for the, I mean, there's a discovery motion that's pending. And I think, I think what's interesting about these guys is that the Ripple, they could settle any day, I'm sure. Like the SEC is probably dying to settle. But they've got this guy saying Ethereum is not a security, and and the SEC is refusing to comply with the discovery. So I think they're going to lose the case, which would be awesome, right? Like, that's great for crypto. So hope it happens. But so I'm thinking that this firm, this Japanese market. Well, look, I mean, the Japanese market doesn't give a shit about the SEC anyway, but I'm thinking that they're starting to see some positive impact, from the litigation. So they're like, oh, okay, let's put it back. It has nothing to do with price stability. I think it's all over the place.
Yeah. Let's pull out another article here. Let's see. Singapore financial regulators puts Binance on investors' alert list. Bitcoin revisits 50,000 amid more than 1 million BTC addresses transacting. Crypto needs regulation if it's going to survive, says SEC boss. Let's see. Singapore's financial regulators puts Binance on investor alert list. New token VABL set to change the streaming industry forever. VAB is a new token recently launched and could be one of the biggest sleeping giants out there. With a tiny market cap of only $1.3 million at current prices, the upside to VAB is huge given the product they're building.
That is quite the endorsement.
I guess so.
Yeah. Federally chartered. Go ahead. Federally chartered U.S. bank Vast Bank now offers crypto to its customers. Okay.
Which bank?
Federally chartered U.S. bank.
Cool.
Okay. Last one. 4 countries to conduct cross-border CBDC payment trials. Ooh. Okay. Let's read this here. This is from blockchain.news, written by Brian Jaguna. The Bank for International Settlements, BIS, has joined forces with the central banks of South Africa, Malaysia, Singapore, and Australia to kickstart a project dubbed Dunbar, aimed at testing the use of the central bank digital currency, CBDCs, in cross-border payments. By rolling out the trial, the central banks intend to enable financial institutions to cut the time and cost of transactions and eliminate the needs for intermediaries. CBDCs represents the digital form of the nation's fiat money. They are controlled directly by the country's central bank and are backed by national credits and government powers. To stabilize the control over supply and demand of currency for the seemingly inevitable cashless society in the future, countries are now launching an experiment to test the workings of CBDCs, enhancing the G20 roadmap for cross-border payments. According to the report, Project Dunbar's will explore the international dimensions of CBDCs, design and support the efforts of the G20 roadmap for enhancing cross-border payments. The CBDC payment trials facilitate seamless multi-currency funds transfers, which is a significant step towards the global vision of making payments cheaper and faster. In October 2020, the BIS released a report identifying the foundational principles necessary for any publicly available CBDCs to help central banks meet their public policies objectives. Some of the principles entailed CBDCs coexist with cash and other types of money in a flexible and innovative payment system. The G20 is behind the conspiracy, huh? Yeah.
Alright, fellas, I'm gonna skedaddle.
Well, that's it.
I just finished my Dynamo send too, so I'm gonna release the swap.
Woo! All right, let's wrap it up then.
Oh yeah.
Mike, close us out.
Let's just stop by. Y'all have a good one.
All right.
Cool, man.
See ya.
All right. Peace, guys.
Yeah.